Well, so today we are talking about advocacy on community land trust. It's a very interesting theme, and everyone that start to listen about the model and um, is interested to apply in your country, in your territory, start to think about how to do advocacy, how to uh, convince other people about the potentials of the model. So let's talk a little bit about it. Um, so specifically in the Global South, we have a scenario where the CLT is mostly unknown model. So we definitely have a work to do to raise awareness about its characteristics, its potentials, and also its challenge. And we can do it by with multiple strategies. Here, I just have highlighted some of the strategies. So we have the academic paper and theses. So encourage people to conduct research about community land trust is something very, very important. Participation in academic and civil societies debates. So start to talk about community land trust in some public events, participation and dissemination of the model in public debates related to urban and housing policies specifically. So not just talk about the model, basically everywhere. It is important to start to debate it with specialists, with people responsible for urban policies, specifically related to housing and land rights. Another very important point to advocacy is to map some stakeholders. So trying to identify who can really influence the policies in your country, in your city, in your region. It could be professors, technicians, universities, politicians, some civil societies, institutions. So it could be multiple agents, and it's really important to map these agents and try to draft a strategy to get to them and present the CLT model and try to convince them that it is at least an important model to be debated, to be included in the public debate about housing and land rights. Another important thing is to produce materials. So if you talk about community land trust, people probably will want to know more about it, and it is important to have some materials to share. It is important to guarantee that you have different materials to different stakeholders. It will be very different to present a community land trust to a professor and to a community leader. So it is important to have some materials adapted to different audience. CLTs are a very rich arrangements. So it has multiple aspects to be highlighted. So this is really important to define which points will be highlighted in these different materials, considering with whom we want to talk about it. So we have to have this strategy very aligned to distribute different kinds of materials. And it is important to everyone to know that we at the Global South Initiative in the International Center for Community Land Trust, we have some materials already produced in Brazil and already produced in the initiative itself. And we will be very happy to share if you want to see it, if you want to have it. So it's just to ask to us. Another very important aspect of the advocacy is the technical knowledge. As I said, if we start to talk about a mostly unknown model anywhere, people will ask for more information. And this information is not just to share some information from another countries, and information about another contexts, but always to share some technical knowledge about the CLT. So start an advocacy work implies to already have some technical knowledge about the community land trust. So advocacy is definitely not the first step to do a CLT. We first have to have all this technical knowledge built. We have to have this framework already designed, and then we can start to talk about the model and explain what you have designed for these stakeholders that we have exemplified before. So it is absolutely necessary to analyze the legal and social context, and prepare this technical framework that will guide the implementation of the model in your country, in your region, and then present it to people in the advocacy work front, let's put this way. Another very important point is the exchange. So it's kind of what we are doing here now. So share knowledge and hear for another collective experience. This is very important. Even if it's not a community land trust, we are all involved in collective tenure models, in community-led housing. So hear from you, it's always very interesting, and help us also to maybe adapt the main framework of the CLT that we present to you to successful experience that you already have and bring to us. So this exchange part is really important, and is what we are trying to do here right now. Well, as always, this is just a kickoff, and I will end the presentation with this question for all of you. Which strategies you think could fit to your country, to your region, to your city, and which kind of questions do you have, or if you want to share with us your experience in your country, everything is very welcome.